Since the last time we released a video about the cheapest 7-seaters, the market has drastically changed, with many models adding in prices big time. So it is only natural for us to make a do-over of that episode with the new affordable 3 rows on sale, listing their current price tags and technical specifications. Subscribe to Automotive Territory if you want to always see the entire picture of the current car market, and ring the bell to be the first one to watch the next episode. Enjoy the ride! VW Atlas. When the 2018 Atlas was released, it became a story of absolute success for VW, positioning the brand as a manufacturer of large family-friendly vehicles that consumers are actually psyched about. The refreshed version still rides on the same platform, but follows in the footsteps of the all-new Atlas Cross Sport, receiving a bolder 3-bar grille and standard LED head and taillights with a restyled design. The R-Line configurations are additionally featuring trim-specific bumpers, side skirts, and optional 20 or 21-inch aluminum alloy wheels. The new Atlas will be available with a 2-liter turbo inline-4 and a 3.6-liter V6, rated at 236 and 276 horsepower respectively. Both engine choices are mated with an 8-speed automatic and available with a 4-motion all-wheel drive system. On the inside, this VW is getting a new steering wheel, an 8-inch composition media infotainment, and a bunch of optional add-ons like digital cockpit, Fender premium audio system, ambient lighting, and 3-zone Climatronic climate control. Kia Sorento. The 4th generation of Sorento is adopting the latest design choices of the brand, becoming more aggressive and boxier on the outside. The new sharp-edged Tiger nose grille is accompanied by Tiger eyeline headlights, while the rear gets prominent vertical lights and trapezoidal exhausts. Additionally, we are seeing new top trim 20-inch wheels, rear spoiler, and roof rails. At some point, the upcoming midsize SUV will be getting a plug-in hybrid modification, but for now, there is preliminary data on 3 powertrains. The 277 horsepower 2.5-liter Turbo 4, borrowed from the Genesis GV80. The new SmartStream Turbo Hybrid, represented by 1.6-liter TGI, a 44-kilowatt motor, and a 1.49 kilowatt-hour lithium polymer battery. And finally, the European-bound 2.2-liter SmartStream diesel. The interior benefits from the new 10.25-inch infotainment and 12.3 inches digital instrumentation, previously seen on the Telluride, while the overall feel of the cabin is extremely plush, with such highlights as diamond quilted seats, two-tone upholstery, and ambient lighting. Chevrolet Traverse. The smallest and the most affordable Chevy 7-seater entered its 2nd generation back in 2018, receiving only minor revisions each successive model year. In 2020, it gets a single powertrain option, represented by a 310 horsepower 3.6-liter V6 and a 9-speed automatic that can be had in the front and the all-wheel drive configurations. This full-size model returns pretty decent mileage for its dimensions and weight, covering 18 miles in the city and 27 on the highway per every gallon of fuel used. Its towing capacity is also impressive, peaking at 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. By the available cargo room, the Traverse beats almost every competitor in its class, offering from 23 to 98 cubic feet of space, depending on the number of seats occupied. The base LS trim arrives with a new Infotainment 3 system, 6 USB ports throughout the cabin, a standard Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as teen driver with a newly added buckle to drive feature. Chrysler Voyager. If you're into minivans, just a year ago, we would recommend taking a look into the Pacifica lineup. But in 2020, Chrysler decided to turn its entry-level versions into a separate model, offering them under the Voyager nameplate. The car has 3 trims, L, LX, and fleet-only LXi, all featuring the familiar 3.6-liter Pentastar engine with 287 horsepower, a 9-speed automatic, and the front-wheel drive. The standard equipment of the Voyager leaves much to be desired, since the MPV does not offer most of the modern must-have driver assists. It is not, however, completely stripped out, getting standard 7-inch infotainment with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, remote keyless entry with a key fob, manual AC, cruise control, and available blind spot monitoring. Mitsubishi Outlander. 2020 is the last year for the third-generation Outlander that is rumored to be overhauled next model year. This crossover is offered in a variety of trim levels, including the new mid-tier SP, and there are two engine choices: the base 2.4-liter four-cylinder and the 3-liter inline-six that is only available on the top-of-the-line GT model. Rated at 166 horsepower and 162 pound-feet, the entry-level mill feels rather lackluster for a 7-seater, though it can be optioned with an all-wheel drive for livelier performance. At the same time, the Outlander offers several undisputable advantages, among which are decent 27 mpg combined fuel economy, 10-year limited powertrain warranty, and low ownership costs over the first 5 years. In addition, in 2020 it gets standard power lumbar support for the driver's seat, but to access most of the driver assists and an 8-inch infotainment, you still have to go for the mid-SE trim. Kia Sedona. Successfully combining the style of a crossover with the limitless 8-seater practicality of an MPV, the Sedona additionally throws in the mix plenty of tech and outstanding safety ratings for the long haul. The latest changes to the Kia are the most prominent on the outside and focus on the front fascia, which was aligned with the rest of the company's lineup. You won't trace it, but the 3.3-liter V6 engine, mated with an 8-speed automatic, can make decent 276 horsepower. The buyer will have to choose between 4 trim levels: L, LX, EX, and SX. Even the lowest one gets a 7-inch infotainment with full smartphone connectivity, but if you're willing to have access to the advanced driver assistance features, the upper 2 modifications are the way to go. By the way, Sedona's cabin is super easy to access, with the power sliding doors on both sides. Let us know if any of these models will be getting on your shortlist for the future family hauler. But before finalizing the selection, watch the episode till the end. Leave a like and let's get back to it. Hyundai Palisade. The newcomers from Korea, Hyundai Palisade and Kia Telluride, are simply killing the competition in terms of sales. But since today we're talking about the cheapest models, let's explore the former with a $100 lower price tag. The 3-row cabin can actually accommodate not 7 but 8 passengers with remarkable comfort, and size-wise, this SUV matches such competitors as Ford Explorer and Toyota Highlander. The power folding for the 3rd row and a hands-free liftgate assist in luggage loading big time, and you still get 18 cubic feet of space behind the fully occupied cabin. The entire process of traveling with a family is a breeze. There is an intercom to communicate with the rear rows and a special sleeping mode for the speakers in the back. Finally, the Palisade draws its strength from a 3.8-liter V6 with 291 horses and 262 pound-feet, while the optional all-wheel drive and air suspension make it a perfect driver. Honda Pilot. Facelifted just a year ago, the Pilot midsize SUV is a rather popular choice among buyers, and it won a couple of big titles in 2019, including the Top Safety Pick Plus from the IIHS and the Best Buy from Kelley Blue Book. With the addition of the new Black Edition in 2020, the model is available in 6 trim levels, starting from $31,650 for the entry-level LX. It gets you standard 8-passenger seating, rear privacy glass, push-button start, and Honda sensing package of safety tech, while on the outside it can be distinguished by LED headlights with auto-high beams, LED DRLs, and 18-inch alloy wheels. Regardless of the chosen trim, the Pilot is motivated by the 3.5-liter V6 engine with 280 horses and an optional all-wheel drive. The standard transmission is a 6-speed automatic, while the revised 9-speed is only offered on the Elite trim and above. Nissan Pathfinder. Even though the Pathfinder is a well-equipped family SUV with an acceptable price tag, it cannot be denied that its exterior is way outdated. Nissan will be taking action with the redesign as soon as 2020 or 2022, which will feature reworked looks and even the electrified powertrain option. But for now, the older modification is the only choice for the fans of the brand. Kicking off from $31,680 for the S-Trim, the lineup offers 6 configurations in total, both in 2- and 4-wheel drive, with the Pathfinder Platinum at the top. The entry-level gets you automatic emergency braking, tri-zone climate control, 8-inch Nissan Connect infotainment, and Sirius XM Travel Link, but it is recommended to go for the mid-range SV grade, which adds remote engine start, intelligent cruise control, and higher quality finishes. The only engine available for this SUV is a 3.5-liter V6 with 284 horses and 259 pound-feet. Tesla Model Y. It appears that Tesla has managed to catch up with the CEO's extremely demanding and optimistic deadlines, because the announced Model Y crossover will be delivered to the first customers in March 2020, exactly a year after its announcement, without any delays. Yes, with a price tag of at least $42,000, this isn't your most affordable 7-seater, but if we were to consider only all-electric models, then it's by far a no-brainer. The all-new CUV by Tesla shares its underpinnings with the Model 3 sedan, but manages to become even shorter while taking a higher stance. For now, it is offered in long-range and performance variants, both with the all-wheel drive capability and 315 miles range, but soon to follow will be the long-range rear-wheel drive and standard models. Finally, despite being a roomy family vehicle, this electric crossover is expected to drive like a sports car, getting to 60 mph in 5.9 to 3.5 seconds. Renault Triber. Chances are that you will not see the Triber on the roads outside Asia, but this compact newcomer is arguably the most appealing entry in the super affordable segment these days. It is built by Renault-India on the modified CMF-A platform with the sub 4 meters or 157 inches length. Though categorized as an MPV, it rides quite high and has crossover exterior design. The Triber is brought to life by the upgraded version of the Quid's 1.0-liter 3-cylinder petrol, producing 72 HP and 71 pound-feet, and it is coupled with a 5-speed manual or optional automatic. Additionally, the turbocharged version of the same mill will follow later. The interior is minimalistic, but somehow quite advanced, with a 3.5-inch LCD instrument panel and an 8-inch infotainment. As expected from the limited dimensions, the 7-seater is extremely tight, though in theory, all of the seats can accommodate adults for shorter commutes. Would you consider a 3-row minivan, or are you a die-hard fan of large SUVs? Share your thoughts about the lineup in the comment section and leave your suggestions about affordable 7-seaters. Proceed to exploring 2020 lineups within other classes by clicking on the icons in front of you. Subscribe to Automotive Territory, leave a like, and as always, may the torque be with you!